Well, you can find me in the city where the music's always gritty. Girls see me and they loving all my clothes and they be bitten. Try to figure out
No coffee again.
Here you are, sir. I saved you one.
Thank you. This day might not turn out to be so bad after all.
Well, here's to hoping you still feel that way after you read this.
Oh, well, nothing like starting your day with a good old-fashioned lawsuit. Not to mention, one of my top managers in the hospital after a brawl started by one of my artists.
Well, still have your coffee.
Can't forget that.
Dre's in the studio now if you want to get his side of the story.
Thank you for trying to soften the blow with the coffee.
No problem.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, if you could please give me a status update on Dylan when you have it.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
615 click, 615 click, 615 click, 615 click.
What do you think?
I like it.
Like it? What do you mean like it? This is my new single. It took me 3 days to mix this. And you're supposed to be my #1 fan.
I love it.
I really don't believe you right now, man. I think it's time for you to show me that you're my #1 fan still.
Well, your music has meant so much to me. It is about time for me to show my appreciation.
What's up, Matt?
You know why I'm here, Dre. I want you to tell me in your own words what happened.
I was out with the homies, partying, smoking, drinking, not looking for any trouble. I run into Strictly. I talked to Strictly. We exchanged words. From that point on, things got a little out of hand.
You call a brawl erupting where 6 people get arrested, 4, including your manager, get sent to the hospital. There are thousands of dollars in damage, not to mention multiple lawsuits that will undoubtedly be filed. A little out of hand.
Well, maybe the term a little out of hand was a bit of an understatement, but this was all about respect. And you of all people know about respect.
Me of all people.
You of all people.
Okay, enlighten me.
You don't remember the time you body slammed Scott Durst on the red carpet at the Grammys?
Okay, you're right. The position that you're in now, I've been in a few times. But you know what I learned from it?
What?
I learned that that kind of street mentality doesn't work in the real and professional world.
Is that right?
Yes.
What are you going to do now? Tell me to pull up my pants? You think you know everything, don't you?
It's called experience. It's what I've learned from. And as far as all those things that happened in the past, if I could go back and change them, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Well, if you ask me, not only have you sold out, you've gone plain soft.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, man. I don't even know why I'm wasting my time with this, man. I'm about to dip.
Step back, you don't know me like that. Why you tryna hold me back? It ain't happening like that, 'cause
I just wanted to thank you so much for getting me up to date on all of Dylan's work.
No problem. Good for you for stepping up.
Thank you. I think that working with Dre will be interesting, to say the least.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm a little jealous.
Jealous?
You're gonna have to be really careful working with Dre. He is one sexy man. Not only that, but he's funny and confident, and he is built like a Greek god. Have you seen his abs?
No.
I wouldn't mind getting my hands on those, and I'm gonna stop talking now.
Yeah, that might be best.
See you later.
All right, bye. Okay, just me now here at Dre's studio. His manager. I can do this. Person, you're going to say, hi, I'm Catalina Davis, manager.
Excuse me.
Hey, Dre. Dre! Hi, Dre, excuse me. We really need to talk.
Look, I'm sure we had a great time the other day, but I'm kind of busy right now.
Yeah, and we definitely did not sleep together. You haven't heard.
Heard what?
Okay, and you didn't read my emails. fantastic. Hi, I'm Catalina Davis. I'm your new manager.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not kidding, but I am completely up to date on all of Dylan's work, and I'm ready to pick up where you guys left off. You're laughing.
I get it. Anthony put you up to this, didn't he? Funny guy, you know. Tell him. Almost had me.
No, Anthony didn't put anybody up to anything. This is serious. I'm your new manager.
Don't take this the wrong way. You're kind of cute and all, but I don't think you're ready for this type of work.
Why not?
I already have a manager.
Yeah, last time I checked, he quit.
He didn't quit. He just got a little upset. He got worked up and he had to blow off a little steam, but he's still on Team Dre.
No, he made it perfectly clear that he had no interest in working with you, ever. So, that being said, I see here that you have a magazine interview today.
I do.
Okay, we better get going then.
Miss Cartwright is here to see you.
Send her in.
Yes, sir.
Miss Cartwright, glad to see you on short notice. Welcome to the label.
Thank you. Anything for one of the best front men to the best band of my generation.
I appreciate the compliment.
I meant it. What can I do for you?
Well, I'd like to go over a few things.
Like what?
Like Dre and Strictly.
What about them?
Well, this fight between them, I think we need to call it off.
We all agreed that this was good for publicity. Why would you want to stop it?
Because it's getting way out of hand, and I think we need to stop it before something serious happens.
I seriously doubt that this beef will end up like Tupac and Biggie.
You'd call that fist fight between them nothing.
Have you seen the charts lately?
Look, they will benefit us both a lot more if we call an end to this. Unless you want to go another round in the legal system, it can be quite expensive.
I admit you're right. The lawsuit with the club owner, that's going to be a real pain in my ass. Why can't these thugs behave in public? Okay, let's call a summit. That's always profitable. And I can use the media coverage to spotlight some of my new projects.
It's a start.
Hi, thank you so much for having us today. We really appreciate this.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. I'm a huge fan of this guy. I'm sorry, you are?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Catalina Davis. I'm Dre's new manager.
Oh, okay.
For now.
You know the drill. You've done a million of these. I'm gonna ask you some questions. It's all for the magazine. Your fans want to know what's going on with you, man. First question that I have for you. When's the album coming out?
Well, we're just about done with the album. I've been in the studio, pretty much every day for the last few months. And we're looking at a fall release date.
Man, I'm just trying to contain myself here. As a fan, this is huge. I mean, I'm sure your fans will all be stoked, including myself. I mean, that's just so soon. Your new album's about to drop.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my next point. What's up with this beef between you and Strictly Money that I'm hearing about, man?
Since the world wants to know, the only thing that's up with me and Strictly Money is that we had an altercation, which resulted in Strictly getting his ass beat.
Wow, okay. Well,
he got his ass beat. It's pretty much the only thing you can say. I mean, when two people fight and one person gets beat up, he got his ass beat.
Okay, do you have any more questions?
No, I think we're good with that right there. I think that's everything that I need. Probably the best interview I've done all year. So with that, man, I just want to say thanks for keeping it so real.
You got my number.
Yeah. We'll be in touch, man. All right, thank you guys for your time.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
You that guy.
What was that about?
What was what about?
Okay, are you not cognizant of the fact that Mr. Tyler is working around the clock to try and squelch this whole incident with Strictly Money?
I'm cognizant of that, but Strictly Money took some shots at me today on the radio. and I just took some shots back.
Look, and I know it was a cheap shot, but you have to take the high road. And the next time he says something about you, just ignore it.
Just, that's not how I handle business. Okay?
Oh my God.
I keep it real.
Oh.
And keeping it real does not have any breaks. I keep it real all the time, everywhere, whether you like it or not.
Keeping it real, whether I like it or not.
Yeah, whether you like it
Oh,
or
keeping
not.
it real is so fantastic, isn't it? Because you know what, I took stock earlier today of where keeping it real has gotten you. And the last time I checked, keeping it real has gotten you lots of wonderful things. No manager, multiple lawsuits fired, people being hospitalized. So by all means, hop aboard the SS Keeping It Real and I'll stand on the shoreline and wave while you sink.
Whatever. Let me keep it real regardless. Why are we here?
Well, I just thought that before we started working together, it would be good to get to know each other on a personal level.
What do you want to know?
Gosh, anything. What made you want to become a rapper?
Well, living a pretty rough life, you know. Probably would have ended up dead or in jail if I didn't do something else, so started rapping.
Yeah. I went through a really wild phase, too.
What, a terrible tooth or something like that?
So I heard that before you were signed, you're quite the entrepreneur. I think technology is amazing. What kind of stuff were you using to sell your records?
I just sold it out the trunk, man. That's pretty much it.
Is there anything you want to ask me?
Yeah, you know, I've always wondered, why do you even work anyways? I mean, Daddy had all that bread, and it just doesn't seem like you even had to get a job or anything.
Yeah, my life hasn't been completely sunshine and rainbows and Daddy's money.
So Daddy didn't get you the pony that you wanted when you were 16, huh?
No, I didn't get a pony when I was 16.
What'd you get?
My dad filing for bankruptcy.
What happened?
He got a really shady manager and signed a bad deal, and the guy basically ruined my dad's career. So it was really hard for us for a really long time.
Well, you know, your dad being one of the top musicians in the world now, you know, he came a long way, and I definitely have a lot of respect for him coming all the way back from that. You know, it's definitely something big for him to do that.
Look, I know that you're skeptical of me, and I do not fault you for having trust issues, but I'm being completely honest when I say that I believe that you are incredibly talented and you have so much potential, and I think that when we work together as a team, great things can really, really happen. I think that we could take the industry by storm. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Oh, Nashville, you know me. Oh, Nashville, you own me. I got that Music City running through these beats like a marathon. You might think the music's all country, but you did